am Stevie.
Relic isn't scary because what you see, it's scary because you know it's real. This isn't a haunted house movie, it's what dementia feels like.
Where have you been?
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into Relic, a film that's unsettling, heartbreaking and quietly terrifying. And if you've been following the channel, you've probably noticed I've been grouping my videos by theme or storyline each week. This week I'm focusing on horror stories built around grief, family and slow psychological breakdowns. By now you would have already seen the Hereditary review, which if you haven't, I implore you to do so. But today we focus on Relic. Both of these films use horror not just to scare, but to explore something deeper. Loss, memory, trauma, and the fear of what we might become. Each week I will continue pairing up films with similar emotional weight or narrative style. So with that said, let's get into Relic. Before we continue, in order to provide a concise explanation of the film's literal and metaphorical messages, there will be spoilers ahead. So if you haven't watched the film yet, I recommend you do, as it's a great example of grief-driven atmospheric horror. And then of course, come back to me after and I will answer all the questions that you need answered. But that's enough rambling, let's get into the plot. Relic opens with Kay and her daughter Sam driving to Edna's house, Kay's elderly mother who has gone missing. She lives alone in a remote countryside home and the neighbours say they haven't seen her in days. When Kay and Sam arrive, the house feels off, cluttered and dimly lit, and patches of black mould are growing on the walls. They begin searching the house and the nearby woods, but Edna's nowhere to be found. After a few days, Edna suddenly reappears. She's in the kitchen like nothing happened. Calm but confused. She doesn't remember being gone and she insists she's fine, but her behaviour becomes more erratic. She forgets things, talks to people who aren't there, leaves strange post-it notes all over the house. Kay starts to consider moving Edna into assisted care, but Sam pushes back. She wants to help her grandmother at home, but things get worse. Edna lashes out. She's found bruised, her health visibly declines, the black mould continues to spread throughout the house, and strange thudding noises never stop. One night Sam finds a hidden hallway behind a wardrobe. She follows it and ends up in a maze of tight, shifting corridors. The architecture doesn't make sense. The walls move, the rooms loop, and there's no clear exit. Sam becomes physically trapped, crawling through tight spaces as the house closes around her. Eventually, she finds a way out. Meanwhile, Edna continues to change. Her skin peels, her body starts to rot. She becomes something inhuman, more creature than person. She attacks Kay and they struggle, and in the end, Kay doesn't fight back. Instead, she gently removes what's left of Edna's decaying skin, revealing a small, frail version of her mother beneath. She lies down next to her, quietly and calmly. Sam finds them both in bed, her mother and grandmother. She joins them. As Kay sits up, Sam notices something, a small dark bruise forming on her mother's back, the same kind Edna had, and the film ends. Even if you take Relic at face value, just as a horror movie, it's incredibly effective. It's dark, claustrophobic and unsettling. The kind of film that sticks to your skin, that makes you want to take a shower when it's over. Not because of the gore, but because the feelings it leaves behind. But beneath the surface, it's about something far more real, something quietly terrifying. Relic itself is a metaphor for dementia, and the way the illness doesn't just affect one person, it consumes generations. The black mould isn't just there to creep you out, it's symbolic, it hides in the walls, it spreads unnoticed, and it eats away at the foundation of what once felt safe and stable, what once felt like home. The house is Edna, once full of warmth, memory and routine, now cold, dim and unstable. From the outside it stands, but inside it's falling apart.
Okay.
It's a mirror of her mind, unravelling, decaying, room by room, and it doesn't stop with her. Eventually Sam gets trapped inside the house. Not metaphorically, literally. Doors vanish, hallways stretch into impossible shapes. The floor plan warps, becoming disorientating, dreamlike, or more accurately, nightmarish. It's the visual expression of a collapsing mind. This is what it feels like to experience dementia. This is what it feels like to watch someone go through it. Sam, who starts to film, wide-eyed and hopeful, now finds herself stuck in that same decay. She's living it, breathing it, trying to find a way out. That's what makes Relic so haunting. It's not just about watching someone fade, it's about the fear that it might happen to you too. Every supernatural element in Relic means something. The rot in the walls, that's Edna's condition, spreading outward. The creature she becomes, it's not just a monster, it's a distorted reflection of what she used to be. And those shifting spaces, the endless closets and broken hallways, that's not just scary set pieces, that's memory loss, made physical, because in Relic, space is memory. And once the structure breaks down, so does everything else. Relic isn't just about losing someone, it's about the slow loss, the kind where the person you love is still standing in front of you, but the version of them you knew is fading. One memory at a time. They look the same, but they're not the same. And the worst part is, they know it too. Kay is carrying guilt and it runs deep. She left her mother, she distanced herself emotionally and physically, because she didn't know how to deal with what was happening. It's brutal, honest reality that many families face. What do you do when your parents start slipping away? When their needs overwhelm your life? Do you stay or step back? Kay chose to step back, and now she's come home to face what she couldn't face before. Then there's Sam, younger, hopeful, empathetic. She sees the best in Edna, or at least she wants to. She believes she can help, she believes there's still time, but the film slowly breaks that down, because no amount of love can stop what's coming. And by the end, Sam understands that, just like we do. This isn't a story about fighting the monster. There's no exorcism, no final girl, no happy ending, because the monster was never something external. It was the fear of decline, the fear of becoming unrecognisable, the fear of inheriting what took the person you love. It's no accident that the final scene isn't a scream or a chase. It's just silence, stillness. It's three women lying side by side, one fading, one grieving, and one about to begin her own descent. That's the real horror of Relic. It's not just watching someone disappear, it's knowing what took them and what might be coming for you too. Was the monster ever meant to be stopped, or was it always just waiting its turn? Relic doesn't just tell you something's wrong, it shows you. Quietly, subtly, constantly. The horror isn't loud or flashy. It seeps in through the corners, through the silence, through what's missing. The cinematography is cold and distant. Lots of wide static shots, like we're observing, not participating. Characters are often framed small within the environment, swallowed by walls, dwarfed by hallways, as if the house itself is pushing in, reminding us how little control they have. Even in daylight, there's a grey fog that lingers over every room. You never feel comfortable, because neither do they. The pacing is slow, and deliberately so. Long pauses between dialogue, moments that hang in the air just a second too long. It forces us to sit with the discomfort, to stew in the dread, like the characters do. And the sound design? Incredible. The groaning wood of the house, the muffled voices behind the walls, the subtle, almost imperceptible tones that feel like your ears are playing tricks on you, just like Edna's mind. Lighting plays a major role too. Shadows aren't used for jump scares, they're used to create doubt, a shape that might be something, a corner that just looks off enough to make your brain twitch, the kind of fear that doesn't scream, it whispers. Even the way time moves is symbolic. Scenes flow into each other with no clear transition. Day bleeds into night, rooms shift subtly. Not because it's surreal for fun, but because that's what cognitive decline feels like. Confusion isn't a twist, it's the point. Everything in Relic is doing double duty. The production design, the editing, the score, it's all feeding into the same metaphor. The house is breaking down, Edna is breaking down, and so is everyone around her. This is horror without a villain, only inevitability, and the slow, quiet tragedy of watching something fall apart. At the very end, Kay returns to the house. She doesn't run, she doesn't fight, she finds Edna, no longer human in appearance, a frail skeletal creature, and instead of fleeing, Kay removes what's left of her mother's decaying skin and lies down beside her, not out of fear but out of love. Acceptance. It's one of the most painful and powerful moments in the film, because it's not about defeating the monster, it's about recognising the person inside. And then Sam notices the mark, the bruise on Kay's back, and the cycle continues. Relic is everything I love about horror. It's not just about scaring you, it's about making you feel something. It's about grief, guilt, aging, and the quiet horror of becoming unrecognisable to the people you love. There's a line that springs to mind. Parents take care of their children until one day the roles reverse. And no scene better shows this than when Edna believes there's a monster under the bed, and Kay has to comfort her like a child. It's heartbreaking, and it's honest. This is the kind of horror that doesn't leave when the credits roll. It stays because it's real. So what did you think? Did you enjoy Relic? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a like, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. There's far more horror deep dives coming soon.
We did it, people.